Hi guys and welcome back to episode 3 of Birmingham City Championship to Champions. I'm from the Dugout and this is Football Manager 2021. I'm starting us off from the home page just so we can get an idea of where we are from the last episode. Since the last episode, we've played 3 games since QPR. What you will notice is in the last episode we did win 2-1 against QPR. However, in this it looks like it's 3-1. That's because what had happened is one of my cloud saves from my laptop. So what I do is I will usually play the offline games on my laptop and I'll record on my PC. So my cloud save on my laptop overwrit the last bit. So I got my Norwich one luckily. That was saved, but it was just the QPR one that was overwritten. So you'll notice that we didn't get a man sent off. Christian Pedersen actually stayed on the pitch this time. Lucky him. However, we did get a small injury to Aaron Connolly. So for the next match, he was missing. Adam Ida came in. We drew 0-0. If we look at that match, in terms of the stats, we should have been a lot more clinical. We should have scored 12 shots, 6 on target. Jeremy Bella pulling in a shift. Ivan Sanchez not turning up for the game. However, that's FM for you. We didn't have the possession again, so I'll take that. It's better than a loss. We're still unbeaten in the league. We then pick it back up against Preston away. 15 shots, 8 on target. They had 8 shots, 6 on target. So realistically, we were a bit lucky to come away with a clean sheet. However, once again, our man Mikel San Jose, when he's off camera, cannot help but score. Same again with the Wickham game, 3-1. Once again, Mikel San Jose scoring again. But the story of this game was the Jonathan Lecco show. He just came back from an injury. I think he'd been out for 3 months. I brought him back on just to give Bella another rest. His match sharpness was not the best. However, you couldn't tell. He got an assist and a goal in that game. So I'm very happy with him. I think we've got ourselves our backup attacking left midfielder. It just means that Palestri is going to have to play on the right, which isn't too bad. If we take a look at the current squad. So if we take a look at the squad in terms of form in the last 3 or 4 games, you can see that we're getting a few greens. So we've got Aaron Connolly, 7.65, an absolute star. 6 goals in 4 games. The man's on fire. Just what I like to see. Mikel San Jose, 6 goals in 10 games. Just can't help himself from the corners. Ivan Sanchez has got 2 in 10. One of them was a fantastic free kick. However, you can see here that the midfielders are much better at assisting. Curtis Jones has let me down a little bit. I expected him to be involved in the assists and goals a bit more. 1-on-1 in 6 games isn't the best. So I might need to just swap him out for a little bit. What I might need to do, and I'm looking at the tactics shortly, is what I've noticed from watching the games is even though we've got, and I'll go to the tactics now actually, even though we've got shorter passing on, I've noticed that we're just booting the ball forward. So I don't know if it's this player of defence that's causing the issue. And it's saying play out rather than clear the ball long, but I'm noticing that all we're doing is just booting it forward. And it might be that passing to space actually. So what I might do is against Coventry, I'm not going to do this against Bournemouth because Bournemouth we need the win. Basically against Bournemouth, we need to be in top form against Bournemouth. Although if we look at the Championship at the moment, Bournemouth were second. Last time we looked at them, they're now 11th, and they've had 2 losses since. 1-0 away to Watford and 1-0 at home to Bristol City. So it just goes to show really that in between episodes things do change. I mean, if you look at Brentford were the team that we beat 5-3 in the first game on episode 1, and we kind of, we could have been 6 or 7 really. We made them look amateur, but they've now gone an absolute fantastic run. Let me just check, when did they last lose? Yeah, so they lost to us 5-3. They then lost the second game, that's the League Cup, sorry, 2-1 to Huddersfield, and then they've just gone on an 8-game winning run. So I'm not looking forward to playing them again. But if you have a look now at the schedule that we've got Bournemouth, Coventry, Luton and Millwall. I think Bournemouth are the ones that we could trip up on. Coventry, Luton and Millwall I expect us to get wins on. So it looks like we could, if we get a few more wins and string some more wins together. Our issue is that we're drawing games. And it's not too bad because we've got 2-0-0. So we're shutting people out. And as you can see here, we've got 5 clean sheets for Neil Etheridge. Even though he's only played... he played 10 games. It was Millwall, wasn't he? He has played the full 10 games. So yeah, what we'll talk about now, before we go into any of the match highlights or anything like that, looking into the match, is the corner schedule, the corners and the training schedule that I've currently got. So the reason I'm looking at the corners is, as you can see, Mikel San Jose, he's got 6 goals in 10 games from corners. Obviously, it's something to do with the fact that he's got 17 heading, 15 strength, 13 jumping reach. But the fact is that what we do, I tell Dan Crowley to put it near post. I have San Jose attacking near post, and I also have Aaron Connolly being a little bit of a pest on the keeper. This does work quite a lot. As long as there's not a tall defender on San Jose, he usually gets his head to it. He's quite clinical as well, as you can tell. I've also got throw-ins currently, and that is long balls into the throw-ins, long balls in. And what I might do is I might actually have San Jose attacking the near post on both. Yeah, why not? I mean, he's good with corners, why can't he be good with that? So if I send him at near post and then I ask Clark Slater to sit back during this, we'll see what happens. We'll see how it gets on. If it doesn't work, we can take it off. But currently, this is the squad still. We haven't really made any changes. You can see that Clark Slater and San Jose have got a nice relationship. Jonathan Lecco, I don't think I'm going to be able to play him for this match because he's not very... his match sharpness isn't the best and he's tired at the moment, so he'll be going onto the bench. I shall bring on Jeremy Bella. Everyone else seems to be in great form. Superb. Tactical familiarity, that's great. Everyone else seems to be fine. And what we will do now is we will just take a quick look at Bournemouth before we go to play them. So if we just take a look at their squad, and you can see here that they're playing quite well. You know, they're all averaging just under 7s, with Jefferson Lamar on a 7.06, but he is a monster for the Championship. He's absolutely fantastic. 5 stars. Absolutely great player. If we do go up, I'd like to maybe say I'd poach him, but I'm not going to be able to poach him at 23 million, are I? It's going to cost quite a bit. And then we've got Steve Cook. This is Steve Cook. Yeah, he's a good player. So more than likely he's going to be on this marking San Jose. So I don't think we're going to get any goals from corners. What we'll do is we will take a quick look at the team selection again. Just make sure that I'm happy with it. Again, Curtis Jones. Do I play him as an advanced playmaker? Or yeah, I was going to say Mazzala. It doesn't seem to be like he's a very good Mazzala. Alex Martinez. I could play him. I mean, Pedersen's 1 yellow card away from a suspension, but if he was going to get suspended, I'd rather it be for the next match rather than this one. I'm not going to change it. I think I'm going to stay with this formation. Let me just check. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to put whip crosses on rather than low crosses, because I think whip crosses will be better for Connolly and Sanchez. Sanchez hasn't really got the pace for it. Has Bella got the pace? Bella's got decent pace. So when you got whip crosses on, it's usually for players that are quick. So what you do is you whip cross, they just knock it in early. So that'll be good for Connolly to win on to. So that's what I'm going to do now. So if we just get into the match, opposition instructions, we've got the Lamar, we're going to go in hard, and Joshua King, I believe is what we just said. Jamie Bella's in. 7 players, lacks tactical familiarity with the formation. That's fine. I wouldn't expect them to have familiarity yet. There we go. Social roundup. It's fine. What I'm going to now is... I'm going to say hands on hips. I was going to say pump fists. But with pump fists, I only really do it when I think we've got a good chance. But I'm going to say pump fists. Go out and give the fans some money's worth. And let me just check that we're on positive. Yeah, that's fine. So what I'll do now is I'll just sit here, watch it a little bit, see if there's anything that I can see out and out where we can improve. Hopefully, we can do what we did against QPR, come out and score 2 early goals. Although, Bournemouth were a lot better team. So let's just see what's going on here. Christian Pedersen's already losing fitness, which isn't good. I might bring him off at half time if he loses a bit more. Very nice lad. Ivan Sanchez. So this is what I mean when I say that they boot it forward. I can understand why, because there's nobody to pass to, but Connolly. Is that a bit of luck? Oh, keeper Begovic bringing out his youthfulness there. The younger Begovic, that is what we're seeing there to get that. But if we can just get them on the counter, I'm more than happy to do that. Alright, so they're set up as a 4-4-2, which... Does it play into our hands? I don't think it does play into hands. I think it plays into their hands. Although, I think Connolly will absolutely beat every one of their defenders for pace, which is good. Apart from Lloyd Kelly, I believe he's decent, right? He's got decent physical stats. Ivan Sanchez, here we go for the first one. San Jose. Sorry about that. Obviously speaking too quick. And it goes out for a goal kick. 25 minutes in, and I'm really, I'm quite pleased at it. We're still in with the match. They've had 3 shots, but we've kept them out of any shots on target. We've had 3 shots on target ourselves. 0.81 expected goals. If we can turn that into a goal, that would be lovely. Just waiting for another counter. Kelly knocks it over to Rico if we can get that ball. Lewis Cook knocks it in. Clark-Slater with a clearance. Very nice. Now this is what I like to see. If Crowley can knock it over to Connolly and he can get a nice run in, oof, and that'll be a corner. Now if we can get San Jose to get rid of his stage fright and score a goal, that'd be lovely. That was nowhere near. I don't even know where he was then. Yeah, we will close down Lewis Cook. Thank you, Mr. Assistant Manager. And we go in 0-0 at the break. 4 shots on target, 5 shots completely. 4 corners each. Again, possession. We seem to be averaging about 45% possession in every match we have, so it's not too bad. The fact that they've had no shots on target is very pleasing. I'm very happy about that. Hands on hips. I don't really want to say we've been the better team because I've done that before and it's been the wrong thing. So if I just say, what do I say here? Cautiously. If I just say that cautiously. And let's just hope that the cautiousness has gone through. What I might do is I might go attacking. I'm going to go attacking. I can't help myself. We're at home. Right, so I'm going to bring off Pedersen for Alex Martinez, and this is where it all goes wrong. And then I'm going to bring on Jonathan Lecco shortly. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off Sanchez because he looks like he needs a rest. There we go. Oh, Pedersen. Just as I was about to take him off. He's like, yeah, that'll teach you for subbing me off. Right, so what I'm going to do, bring on Jonathan Lecco. That'll do. Oh, Effie just saved it, and silly me, I was in the tactics. I forgot to pause it while I was in the tactics. Sorry about that, guys. You've just missed a Neil Etheridge save there. Dominic Solanke, back to his normal self, like he's playing in the Premier League. And that's Rico running down the wing. Lewis Cook again, if we can press them. And actually, I think I'm going to go away from attacking, because since we've gone attacking, they've had a lot more of the ball. So I'm gonna go back a little bit. I'm going to take Crowley off for Terrell, and that's my final change. Curtis Jones, unfortunately, if you can just... Oh, I thought it was a red then. Just in the red text. If Curtis Jones can just kind of sit in the midfield and spray it around like Beckham used to, that'd be great. Looks like all our players are knackered as well as Bournemouth's. And it's a corner. Oh, they are knocking at that door. Again, what I'm going to do is the old FM trick of demand more. It's an old trick, but it works. It's almost like a bug, really, because as soon as you say demand more, it works. I don't know what it is. The problem is that you can only say it once, because if you say it more than once, then the team just turn off. So let's just say, because realistically, since this second half, we've had no shots on targets on them. I think we've had one more shot. So we had 6 shots on target 6 shots in the first half. We've now had 7 shots. So we've had 1 shot. 2 shots now. John Terrell trying it out. Fortunately, didn't work, mate. But if we can get a 0-0, it's nice. I wasn't expecting us to beat Bournemouth. We played really well in the first half. Second half, once again, we switched off. So I think I need to work on my team talks. But a 0-0 against Bournemouth, who came down last season, were probably one of the favourites to win the league. I will take it. But once again, it's a draw. It's better than a loss. 1 point's better than none. The way that it's currently going at the moment, we've got way too many teams playing well. So you've got Watford and you've got Brentford that are just winning week in, week out. So it's going to be pretty hard to catch them. If we can cement our place in the playoffs, though, and then come January, maybe add a couple more reinforcements. I think I need a new centre-back, to be honest, because Jake Clark-Slater's nice. However, he does seem to be the weak link. I know San Jose is the slower one, and Jake Clark-Slater's got a 7.1. But in terms of actual ability, he's the worst player in the team. Well, the worst player in defence anyway. There's a few players at 3 stars in the team. Okay, lads, that's not bad. I won't even gesture and just say, you were unlucky today. Because I don't really want to upset you. That's fine. And it leaves us in 5th. 23 points from 11 games. 16 goal difference. That's nice. 0-0. I know it was like watching paint dry, mate, but the first half wasn't. The second half. Actually, the second half wasn't either, because Bournemouth were all over us, so I don't understand what you were watching, Mo. Maybe your TV was turned off at the time. But it definitely wasn't like watching paint dry. Support a better team then, if it's that bad. Okay, guys. Yeah. So what I forgot to mention earlier was that Mark Roberts has come to me and asked to be transfer listed because he's not getting any games at the moment. He's played 4 in friendlies, and that's it really. I don't think he's going to get in anytime soon. So what I'm going to do is I've offered him out for 500k. Again, I'd like that. I'd like that juicy wage. That'll go into the wage budget. I'm going to accept them all. Again, MLS and Swansea. I don't understand what the MLS, why they're obsessed with our players, but something's going on. And what I'll do is I will come back shortly. I'll probably come back for the next next match, what I might do is actually, while I'm here, I'll come back with a different thing for you. So I'll speak to you in a while. Okay, guys, I'm back. What I wanted to show you was the training schedules that I use. Currently, I've just started using them, but I'm pretty excited to use them at the moment. So the training schedules that I've picked up are from the FM Scout website, and they are called RDF Training Scenarios and Schedules. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to them in the comments so you can check them out yourself. But what they are is just some schedules, just because, I mean, this is the first time that I've really looked at tactical schedules, the tactical training and stuff like that, because usually I'll just pass it straight to my assistant manager, and reading on the net and stuff like that, it's the worst thing to do. So what I've done instead is just picked up a load of schedules from this RDF training, and what you'll see here is there's quite a lot. There is a lot of training schedules. There's about 20, and as you can see here, so you've got general sessions here, and what this is here is if you want to focus on your attack and you've got one match in that week, then you can just load that in. You can see here, rest. You've got your rest around your match, then you've got your attack, so you just click save, go into your calendar, and you see here, I've got Coventry City in not next week, the week after. So if I want to go into attack because of the pure fact that last game we weren't attacking the way I was, I can just go into custom schedules, press attack, yes, but only once, and you can see now that I've just changed it. So what I'm going to be doing throughout the season is just monitoring this and manually doing it every month. Currently I've got development week because we haven't actually got a match next week. I think it's internationals. So I've just got players going on development, which is good. It's a toss-up here between defence and attack. Realistically, I'm probably going to go attack because of Coventry City. I want us to basically destroy them, if I'm honest, because we are at home. Well, they're at home, but we're also in their stadium as well, St Andrews. And then what I'm going to do is just have a couple of gegenpresses because I think the team need to work on the tactic a bit more. I don't want the team to keep knocking the ball over the top. As you can see, every time that we did it, it just went straight to one of their defenders and they recycled the possession. So I'm hoping that with this gegenpress training schedule, we can lock down, get a bit more efficient and move towards the top. I'm quite happy at the moment that we're fifth, but I'd like to be a bit more comfortable. I'd like to be third at least. It looks like Brentford drew actually last game, which is good. They're dropping points. Watford are going to run away with the league because they're a machine. They haven't lost yet. Neither have we. Well, once again, we keep slipping up with the draws. So what I'll do is I will come back again for the next match, just for the setup, and then we'll go from there. So I'll speak to you in a while. Okay guys, we're now back at the team setup for Coventry away. You'll notice that there's a couple of changes. The first one is Martinez in for Pedersen. It's almost like I knew that Pedersen would get a yellow card in the last match. So he's now suspended for one game. Imbulla has come in for Dan Crowley because unfortunately Dan Crowley has got a sports hernia. So he'll be out for 4 weeks. So that isn't very good. Other than that, I'm going to bring on Lecco for Bella. And I've also made a quick change to hit early crosses with whip crosses just to see what we can do with that. I'm only going to play it for maybe 45 minutes. If it looks like we're just wasting opportunities by hitting early crosses, what I'll do is I'll knock it back to work ball into box. But what I need to do as well is play Sunich, as he was kicking off about playtime. So I've now given him a promise of his extra playtime. So let's just see how we get on. Hopefully changing the team around like this won't won't give too much of a disadvantage to us. But we've got the same back line basically, apart from Martinez for Pedersen. So it's Etheridge, Lard, San Jose, Clark Slater, Martinez. Sunic as a deep line playmaker on defence. Curtis Jones as the attacking playmaker. Imbolo as the Mazzala. Jonathan Lecco as the inverted winger on an attack. Ivan Sanchez, which if we just take a look at him, absolutely brilliant. Now 4 stars. Although his output's not as good as I'd expect for someone who's 4 stars. And then Aaron Connolly, I'm hoping that he'll continue his run of scoring. So he's now scored 6 in 5. So hopefully Connolly, you'll score against the smaller teams. So let's just go into it now. As you can see, Imbolo needs to improve quickly if he's starting. Yes, I agree. Let's go into the dressing room. Pump fists. We should be winning this one comfortably. I'm going to say that actually, because Coventry have only just come up, and we can't give them too much respect. I know we're the away team, but it is St Andrews, so we should be pretty comfortable. So let's just see what happens here. I'm expecting big things from this tactic, and by big things I mean nothing. Because I don't expect this hit early crosses to work, to be honest. We haven't got the wingers for it. We've got an inside forward and an inverted winger, so I don't quite know why. Thinking of it now, I don't understand why I've done that. Playing it through my head, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Lard knocks it through. Oh no, unfortunately. It's the ball, Ivan Sanchez. Come on, Lard, if we can knock it in. Curtis Jones over to Lard. Someone get the ball in. Nice. Lecco, what did I say? Oh, the man. He's beautiful. Jonathan Lecco. Oh, great. Yeah. I didn't even need Palestri, to be honest. I might send him back to United if I can terminate his loan. He's currently just using up wages. He's still injured. He'll be coming back in the next week or so, but I can't really see him being used other than a sub. Jonathan Lecco, even though he's 3 stars, he's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And we are now up to 4th with this. If we can keep this going, we're halfway through November, we're almost to December. And then we'll be on our way to January. And if we can get up towards January and still be in the place we are at the moment, I love it. First corner of the match. Ivan Sanchez knocks it in. San Jose gets the ball, but it goes flying. That's fine. So I've got 2 shots on target so far, not too bad. But yeah, I'm enjoying this so far. I think this is a decent tactic. It looks like we are just running it up the right wing. So what I might do is, it looks, because we're getting quite a bit, let's just see if we can focus play down the right. Confirm changes. There we go. Because Jonathan Lecco is a good target man to hit the crosses to. So if we just focus it down the right, get Jonathan Lecco and Aaron Connolly in, might be alright. Although we are meant to be hitting whip crosses. All I seem to be seeing so far is just over the top. There we go. Second goal, Jonathan Lecco. Oh, honestly, I have not got the words to describe this man. He plays like he's a 5-star. They call him the Black Country Messi. That is how good he is. To believe that Birmingham got him for £1 million is amazing. And he's so young still. He's still only 21. He's got bags of potential. Oh, Coventry there. Great little shot. Again, San Jose knocking it through to Lard. And what I might do as well, since we are looking to hit early crosses, I don't know if it's best just to get it out to the... He scored 3. It's almost like he doesn't like Coventry. He likes the derbies. The St Andrews derby. He has turned up to the St Andrews derby. Okay, so I was sat thinking that I might change the tactic at half time. I don't think I'm going to now. We're in control. Jonathan Lecco's made it so comfortable. But he's causing a bit of a selection headache now, because I do like Jeremy Bella, but on this type of form, I can't play him. How can you play him? So let's go in, and we've got expected goals 1.47, which isn't too bad. Isn't too bad at all. Pump fists. Actually, no gesture on this one. No gesture. Keep it going, lads. That's it. Inspired and motivated. Looks like the first one that I've done that seems okay. The first team talk. Now let's see if we can change it into goals. See if we can knock up our goal difference with this. Which that'll be a great advantage coming into the later stages of the season. Because at the moment it just looks like it's almost like the Premier League was last year, where it was just you had like the top half that were kind of all, other than Liverpool. Obviously Liverpool were just running away with it, but you had the top half that were close in terms of like second, third, and stuff like that. Well, not second, so Man City there, but like third, fourth, fifth, and sixth were quite close. Were like really close. And then that's what it's like with the Championship at the moment. The one or two losses and 4-0. One or two losses and you're out of, you're almost out the top half. So we need to keep up this form. I haven't got words for Lecco again. And he's only on a 9.4. 4 goals and he's only on a 9.4. What do you have to do to get a 10? Okay, so what I'm gonna do my first. Sunich, you've played really well actually. I didn't expect to play as well as you did. Bring on Benny. And there's my first sub of the game. Lard knocks it in. Let's just see how this gets on. There we go, Ivan Sanchez. And the long throws are working as well. I'll take that. 5-0. Who are Coventry City? We don't know. Oh, and I've just seen where we are in the league. That is lovely. If we can cement that position in the next couple of games. Well, that's a great goal. Oh, it's offside. That was a beautiful goal. Completely cut the defence in half there with that ball. It's only 72 minutes on the clock. I wonder if Mo thinks this one's going to be a snore fest. I might just check the. I'm going to check the reactions afterwards, see if Mo said anything. Mr. Snooze Fest. Are you not entertained, Mo? And the clinicalness of us. Yeah, 5-1. I don't know what it is when we score a lot of goals. We just. I'd love for us to be tighter at the back. Against the big teams, we're really good at the back. But against the small teams, and when we're strolling, I don't know what that throwing was in there. We always get a bit complacent. So let me just see if I can make another change. Lecco, he wants a 5th. The man wants a 5th. I'm going to bring on Scott Hogan. Okay, so final substitution. I'm going to bring on Maxim Collin, I think. Just give Lard a bit of a... Give Lard a rest because we've got a game in 2 or 3 days. So I don't want any of our team to be that knackered. Buller's going to be knackered, but I'm sure there's another Mazzala in the squad somewhere. We're inundated with bloody centre midfielders. Can't get rid of them quick enough. Okay, so it's now 93rd minute. That's fine. We'll take a 5-1 win. I was expecting 2 or 3-0, but Jonathan Lecco had other, My God, I don't even know what to say. Honestly, I've heard him. Very pleased. Where are you, Mr. Lecco? And he only got a 9.2. He only got a 9.2. The man was a monster. And he got a 9.2. 4 goals. What? Right, where are you, Mo? No. Lecco was all right. All about the team, though. Cheers, Peter. Nice one. Oh my God, I don't know what you were watching, pal. Yeah, that's fine. Superb today. Jonathan Lecco. Yeah, Everyone else thinks it's there, apart from Peter. Peter must know something that we don't. Mr. Bostwick. Okay, so we finish on. We finish in 4th for this episode, which isn't bad. 26 points from 12 games. 26 out of a maximum 36. Praise Lecco. Put my arm around him. You absolute legend. Manage your support boosts. Thank you. Oh, we're going to have a bromance. Support boost Lecco. We are going to have a bromance. I'm going to be in his favourite personnel. I can just tell. I'm going to take him everywhere, even to the Premier League. He's staying with me. 4-star potential ability. I mean, I don't like the fact that he's going down, but obviously he's been injured, so I'm hoping that they shoot back up. But again, 21. 1 million. 1 million for him. And he's only on 7k a week. Some of the deadwood that we're paying like 20k for. George Friend, what have you done? Yeah, so that's it, guys. The final thing I want to say just before we go is that Mark Roberts has decided to join Swansea, so he's leaving on the 2nd of January. So that'll give us a bit more money for the cofters. We've currently got a transfer budget of 2 million. The wage budget, once everyone's left, because you've got to think that we've still got Mark Roberts, George Friend, Clayton and Gardner to go. And they're all... Well, Clayton's not that bad, he's only on 5k a week, but Gary Gardner's 10k, George Friend 20k, Mark Roberts 12k. So that's, well, that's almost 50k in wage budget. So there we go. We'll be down to 323k per week. So I can get a player in nearly 40k. So what I'll do is in between episodes, the next episode, I'll take a look and I'll look for a new centre back that I can bring in for around 2 million, maybe 3 million if we can get them with add-ons. Even 4 if we get them on the Never Never. You know, but yeah, bring on Pedersen back. Martinez, you did all right, but you know, Pedersen's the man. He has been really good for me, actually. I did on the first episode. I was expecting Martinez to take his place, but he's been okay. He's been okay as a backup, but Pedersen's just great, and Lard's just brilliant. 7.25. It's his physicals. He just runs past everyone. Okay, guys. I'm rambling again. So thank you very much for watching. If you could like and subscribe, it will help me grow the channel. I am actively trying to do episodes every day or every couple of days. I do enjoy making episodes, so if you could like and subscribe, that would help me out. Any tips or tricks for the team, please let me know. If you do know a decent centre back that I could pick up in January, please let me know as well. As always, thank you for watching. Bye bye.